God damn. God damn YouTube. What's up, yeah, man? YouTube is like, look, right when I was getting into questioning what we need to be better than, right when I was getting into it, these motherfuckers want to cut me off. What was that Rick Ross song? These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas can't hold me back. That was my shit. God forgives I don't album by Rick Ross. Man, Rick Ross, Rose, man, he makes some of the catchiest music. I tried my best not to like that motherfucker because he's a fake ass cop. But he released some dope ass non-classic songs. I can't call much he ever does a classic. But when it come out, that shit be dope as hell. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas can't hold me back. Yeah. Yes, Rashawn, I am left-handed. I am left-handed. Well, yeah, salutes again, like I said, to Tariq in the museum. I was honored when Tariq asked me to help be a part of the music section. Because y'all know I love my music history. Music history, because I told you when I started teaching myself how to play the drums, I've always believed in whatever you do in life, learn the history of it. Because when you learn the history of it, you'll understand your role within it. And you'll also, if you know the history of whatever you're doing, you'll see the future opportunities. Because like John Henry Clark says, history is a slingshot. The further you go back, the further you can see into the future. So I don't care what you do for a living of it. When you learn the history of shit, you'll always have opportunities because you'll always be able to see what's next. You'll always be able to see what's next. So with me teaching myself, I started teaching myself how to play the drums here in the Crenshaw district, about 1.5 miles from where this museum is going to get built, is where I taught myself how to play the drums. Now, probably 2 miles, because we're talking about, from Vernon to Rodeo to, about 2 miles from this museum is where I taught myself how to play the drums. And as I started liking different old school artists, I would learn the history of them. Like I would spend hours studying Earth and Fire, hours studying Parliament, the Ohio Players, who each person was, what they did. Then I spent hours studying Dizzy and Bird and Park. I said Bird and Parker are the same person. Dizzy, Parker, Tom Brown, Clifford Brown, Davis, Oscar Peterson. I spent a lot of time studying the blues, Hendrix. People don't understand that Hendrix was just playing Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters and guitarists, people love Hendrix, was just Muddy Waters with a louder amp. And I spent my high school years and my college years really studying this, to the point to when I went to Cal State Northridge, I even took 3 different music history classes. So I can understand a lot of this stuff. This has always been like a personal hobby of mine to really know where shit comes from. I'm a drummer, so of course I had to study where the drum set came from. So that's why when the Jamaicans try to claim hip hop and try to claim what we do, I'm like, hold on, you can't claim this shit when you didn't even invent the instruments it took to pull off the sound. You can't have that, what they call that dancehall sound. Doom, 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 boom, 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 psh, boom, boom, psh. That's kick drum and snare. You're not gonna pull that sound off with no goddamn traditional Jamaican music setup. You can't pull that shit off with a marimba box and a set of congos, nigga. You need a drum set. The drum set was invented here, 1896. Foundation of Black Americans. Foot pedal, snare, hi-hat. I was able to pull that whole thing I did on reggae music, that whole show that I did on the R&B roots of reggae. 90% of that show was from memory. I was only pulling up articles and shit so you guys can have references. Because it's something I've known for the last 20, 25 years. I don't even remember the first place I heard or read some of this shit. But it's out there, so when it came time when I did that show, you know, I was able to find what I need to find to show you guys as references within 20 seconds because I knew exactly where to look. Because I've been here, done that. So yeah, and so when it came to hip hop, the reason why I was always more into funk and older music was because every time I listened to hip hop, I would hear a line, a beat, a rhythm, or something that came out of the 70s or the 60s. So I was like, okay, this is cool, but instead of listening to a 4-bar loop of this beat, let me go back and listen to the original song. And that's how I spent high school. And I was lucky enough as a musician to run across and meet enough people who played a lot in the 70s. A lot of these people have since transitioned. But I got to meet a lot of people who played and produced with Barry White, Earth and Fire, Parliament, Stevie Wonder, you name them. I got to meet people who worked with these cats. So I got a lot of firsthand stories. So when I would hear one of my favorite songs from Jay-Z was Girls, Girls, Girls. I love that song. But when you listen to that song, Girls, 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 is basically he re-rapped a song by the Intruders called I Want to Know Your Name. I want to know your name. The whole song was about all the things he would do with a woman, but first, please let me tell me your name. Every time I hear Girls, Girls, Girls from Jay-Z, I'm like, that nigga had just finished listening to the Intruders before he wrote this. And then when you listen to the music behind it, that movement, that's Love Serenade by Barry White. Go back and listen to that song, Girls, Girls, Girls by Jay-Z. When it gets to that part, when it opens up, that's Love Serenade by Barry White. Love Serenade. Those strings in the background. See, I want you guys to subscribe to my Mixcloud. Subscribe to my Mixcloud. I'm going to be breaking a lot of this shit down on Mixcloud. Because the reason I want you guys to subscribe to Mixcloud, the link is in the bio, in the description. The reason why I want you guys to subscribe to my Mixcloud account is because over on Mixcloud, I'll be able to play the music and talk to you guys about this kind of stuff. And I think I'm going to go twice a week where I'm going to have different music breakdowns. And those shows are going to be about 2 hours long, like these. And I will be playing the music and explaining the music. Explaining where it came from and what it inspired. So y'all want to go to my Mixcloud account, Mixcloud/Dewan B. Just like I'm here, Dewan B. If you go to Mixcloud, type in Dewan B or type in Incense and Ashtrays, you'll find me. Subscribe on Mixcloud. Download the Mixcloud app because you'll be able to save and archive these episodes. I'll be playing the music. I can't play the music on YouTube, But Mixcloud's worked it out to where every time you play music, the artist gets a portion of the other, gets credit. Let's see what y'all talking about. What's up, No Strings? What's up, Ray S? Yeah, Billy Cobham was the shit, man. I love Billy Cobham. Here comes some dude. So here comes some nigga with two first names talking to Sean Isaac. You don't like Tariq, then get the fuck out of here then. When it comes to life, you don't have to like everybody. We all have the freedom to pick and choose who we like and who we don't like. My question is, if you don't like somebody, why the fuck is you in here and we talking about a major accomplishment that brother just had? Why can't you just leave us the fuck alone and let us celebrate what this brother's doing without your musty retarded ass in here making all this goddamn noise like a 2-year-old child? You must not have had a father in your life. People who had a dope father in their life don't run around. Not even a father. If you just had a man in your life, your father may not have been there for whatever reason. But a lot of niggas at least had a dope uncle, a dope grandfather, somebody to get them some kind of game. Nigga, you didn't have no men in your life. The only man in your life was your mama's pastor. And you remember going to church that Tuesday afternoon, seeing your mama get up off her knees behind that pew. You looking for your mom. You see the pastor sitting there, standing up with his eyes closed, and you looking for your mom. Where you at? And then you see your mom pop up from behind that church pew, rubbing that crust off the side of her mouth that you didn't want to say what happened, but you saw what happened, but you don't want to acknowledge what happened. You see your mama doing shit like that to niggas who ain't worth shit, so you go and project that onto brothers like Tariq. Yeah, get moderators, y'all got that dude out of here. That's how we do. We don't take these dudes serious. People that want to come around and detract, man, just clown them. We ain't gotta take. Don't get mad at. Don't raise your blood pressure over these clown ass niggas. Don't let that shit raise your blood pressure. Just talk about them. That's somebody whose mama was not a respectable person, and that's why his father wasn't around. His father wanted to be there, but he couldn't believe he came in that cum bucket. And so since he didn't want to stay and be with her, she lied and called the cops on him, treated him bad. So that young man that came in here talking shit, that's his perception of men who act like men. What's up, Kenneth Berry? But yeah, subscribe to my Mixcloud account. Download the Mixcloud app. Y'all gonna want that app. I'm gonna be DJing. I think I'm gonna DJ my live sets on Fridays and Sundays. Like Friday night-ish, depending on where you are. Friday around like 6, 7 o'clock LA time. Smoke a lot of weed and get into the music and really teach and really talk about the history of the music. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting into that Tut language. I'm gonna start getting into that. I found the Wumpty Wamp book, so I'm like, hey, me and my wife about to learn that shit. And every time we go to one of these wineries, all these white folks around, we're gonna be talking Tut to each other. and we're gonna talk tut. Every time we're around a bunch of Mexicans and they want to do all that laka Espanol shit, I'm gonna start doing some tut language. Man, that's why I appreciate brothers like Tariq. Man, I never knew. I love that song Double Dutch Bus. I never knew that song was a tut language. I said, what's up? What's up? Use up, this double, this Dutch. This double, this Dutch. Use this double, this Dutch. This double, this Dutch. That was my shit. I used to play that all the time at World on Wheels. That was a skating song at World on Wheels back in the day. Use this double, this Dutch. I'm be speaking all that touch shit. Every time I'm around Mexicans coming around talking about something. Burrito, el taco, y la brea, y la cienega, el horchata. When they start speaking all that shit, I'm gonna be like, use. And they gonna be like, yeah. You speak Spanish? I'm gonna be like, you speak a tut, bitch? Hey. Yeah, you're right. It's amazing what you learn about songs years later. And I have a whole lot of music song talk that I'm going to talk about on my Incense and Ashtrays on Mixcloud. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I didn't want my show to end janky like that. Salute to all those who backed the Hidden History Museum. For all you motherfuckers that want to go around talking about we need to do better, no, nigga, you need to do better. Black folks is on code. Black folks is doing what's right. We doing right by ourselves. And that's all that matters, that we do right by one another. Yeah, Steve Wonder played everything, yeah. Somebody's telling us, well, how don't we ask questions when donating to your people? Nigga, you don't ask no goddamn questions when white folks want money. Shut the fuck up. You right, Ken Barry. We ain't got no goddamn friends. You need help with an IEP? Email info@breakthroughas.org. Info@breakthroughas.org. And I will let you know my rates. Just off the top of my, just letting you know right now, for you need IEP help. My rates for IEP is $175 an hour. My rates for IEP is $175 an hour. Just letting you know. My favorite drummer, I don't have a favorite. I like them. I like a lot of them. I don't have one favorite drummer. Rest in peace to what's his name? They used to play for Prince, Jonathan Blackwell. Rest in peace. Dennis Chambers. Loved him. I like Dave Weckl, the white boy. I like Chris Dave. There's a lot of drummers I like. Yeah. What's the name of the song? I was talking about, the Double Dutch Bus. I have it right here on my iTunes. Let me see. Let me get the name of it. It's right here on my iTunes. Let me put it up on my phone real quick. Forgot. Double Dutch bus. Oh, I don't want a copyright strike. Y'all heard that in the background. Dilzari, Dilzu, Dilzabe, Dilzy. Yeah, but I'm about to get up out of here. Yeah, I'll be on Craig Facts later on, but before I go to Craig Facts, I'm about to go buy a new car. Get myself another Honda Accord. This time I'm getting the Touring Hybrid. I'm getting that hybrid. I gotta save on drives. My last car I have 3.5 years. Got 115,000 miles on it. Got 115. That's how much I drive. I be having fun. Me and the wife be having fun. Me and the wife be having fun. All my live drum sample packs will be out. I have new sample packs coming out pretty soon for you music producers out there. I am going to have some new music sound packs coming out. Again, me solving the solution. The drums are the heartbeat of the song. And when they put us on these drum machines, it's like having an artificial heart. That's why music since the 90s, since the late 80s through the 90s, doesn't hold the same as music from the 70s and the 60s. You gotta have a live drum. You got to have a human putting their heart and soul in that beat, in that rhythm. And the new way of recording music, these young cats do, they record through sample packs. They get drums from here, guitar from there, bass from over here, and they put together a groove. So I'm not gonna fight how the youngsters put it together, because the way I put together music when I was in my 20s and teens, when I was really recording a lot, the whole band went into the studio together to record a part. It's not necessarily like that right now, especially with this COVID stuff going on. So instead of me always complaining about it, I said, fuck, let me go ahead and lay my own live drum samples down so people can get that live drum sound in their music. And on top of getting just a live drum sound, you don't get my live drum sound. Nigga, do you know how deep my pocket is on the drums? I don't do all that fancy shit. Now, I'm not going to be the nigga that pull off this Dennis Chambers style, Chris Dave style drum solo. Them niggas is on another level. I'm not doing that. But I will give you the funk. The funk your sound needs.
You said overall?
This me just fucking around in the studio the other day. This is like my first time picking up a set of drumsticks in the studio like in over 10 years. When I did this, I was rusty as hell. But listen to this pocket. That's just me fucking around. That's just me fucking around. That's just me fucking around. I swear to God, that was like my first time like really sitting down in the studio in over 10 years. I sat the drums down for over 10 years. Doing stand-up comedy and other shit. That was me fresh in the studio, no warm-up, but I still got that pocket. So like instead of me complaining about what other musicians was not in music, I said, shit, since it's not in the music, let me put it in the music. That's how you get to this life thing. Be the change you seek. Other people ain't doing it, then you do it. Shit. I said, can I paradiddle? Paradiddle, that's so easy. That's a basic trap. Yes, I compared it on. Hell yeah, Dennis Chambers is the king of pocket. But yeah. Let's see here. But I'm a live stream. Get that. Go and download my mix. Go and download Mixcloud and turn on your notifications and subscribe to my Mixcloud Instance and Ashtrays page. I'll be going live on there twice a week, DJing music and talking and breaking the music down as I do it. All right, time to go get my new car. And remember this: there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up the game. My name is Dewan B. I'm out.